but we're honored to have here today my former representative in the legislature, because he represented my district, and the new mayor of Anchorage, Alaska, Berkowitz.
Can we do that again? Because we're going to need to do that again for the next few months and for the next few years. We're at an inflection point in Alaska's history. This is a time of change. It's a time of change at the state level because Juneau as we know it has ceased to exist. But more importantly, it's a time of change based on who we are as Alaskans. The demographics of this state are going through a rapid transformation, and we need to recognize that. We need to be on the leading edge of what it means to be in a place that boasts the city that has the most ethnically diverse neighborhoods in the country. And as we address this inflection point, which is a political opportunity as well, because with change comes opportunity, we have to remember a few things. It is critically important to conduct ourselves as leaders. It is critically important to show the kind of vision that Alaska needs and provide the kind of direction that it craves. So what are the values that unite us? What are the values that unite all Alaskans? And I'd submit it's the pursuit of social justice. It is the fundamentally American notion that no matter who you are, or how long you've been here, or what you look like, or how you worship, or who you love, you have the same rights as the person sitting next to you. Many have struggled for a long period of time to make that right self-evident. It's written that it's self-evident, but it takes struggle to make it that way. And the tides of history are on our side. But as we continue the journey, we need to remember that not everybody agrees with us. Not everyone shares that level of enlightenment or commitment. And so it is also important that we conduct ourselves politically in a way that is respectful and honors the truly held beliefs of people who are different. Because when you look around, you see a rot that's at the core of American politics today. You see a rot that's built on pettiness and on personal politics, and we need to rise above that. We need to remember that basic truth that's on every quarter, e pluribus unum. It is not division, it is unity that brings us together. And it is not anger or fear or ignorance that should drive our politics. Some may express a certain degree of befuddlement about how this country got in the place that it is today, with the sort of politics that we have. People planted seeds They fomented ignorance. They played to fears. They built on hate. And now we see the results of that. But the way to counter that isn't by adopting those tactics or succumbing to those characteristics. The way to counter that is with passion and with optimism and with critical thought. Because when we deploy passion and optimism and critical thought, then we rise to our better angels. Then we elevate the quality and tone of political discourse. Then we bring this community, this society, closer to what we all know it can be and what it should be. It's transformative. So now at this inflection point, we ask that question, the question that all Alaskans ask, even when we don't have a map: where are we going? Because these are difficult times. These are changing times. Our dependence on oil is going to change. The part of the economy that once carried 80 to 90% of our budget is not coming back. But that puts a premium on creating an economy and a society that's built on individual effort and individual opportunity. And I think that the core values that I know are embedded in this room are the core values that will propel us to the place we need to go. So in the months and years to come, let's conduct ourselves the way that we should. Let's conduct ourselves as if our families were watching, as if we had to prove to our parents we were doing the right thing, and as if we had to show our children the way to behave. That's critically important. It is really the kind of future we ought to have. And there's one last admonition I ask for. Who in this room wants to run for office? I want you to stand up. Stand if you want to run for office. Stand if you want to work on one of those campaigns. Stand if you want to work on one of those campaigns. And stand if you believe that these are the people that you want to follow to make Alaska the place it should be. Thank you very much, and Godspeed. Always inspiring to hear from Ethan.